Hello, hobby farmers. I'm Bevan Cohen from Small House Farm, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to clip your chicken's wings. Now, there's a number of different reasons that we're going to want to clip our chicken's wings, but they're all based around limiting their mobility, right? When we clip the chicken's wings, we make it so it's more difficult for them to fly. Which is going to limit their ability to get into all sorts of different trouble. So this is going to help keep our chickens safe, right? It's going to keep them out of our gardens maybe. By clipping their wings, like I said, we limit their ability to fly, makes them a lot easier to keep track of, right? Sometimes our chickens are going to get out, they're going to get into our gardens, they're going to wreck some of our plants. Sometimes they're going to lay their eggs in all sorts of random places. So being able to limit their mobility by trimming their wings eliminates all of these problems. Now, we may be wondering, why do our chickens want to get out? What are they getting into? Well, they may be looking for food or water. They might just be bored. Chickens like to get out, have a little bit of an adventure. They get out and scratch and look for bugs and grass. So if your chickens are escape artists and they're causing a lot of trouble around your farm, you might want to consider some of these things. Well, why are my chickens so bored? And maybe make sure you feed them more regularly, give them a little bit more space of their own to explore. Maybe put something in there a little entertaining for them. You can find some videos online where folks will take a cabbage, hang it on a string or whatever, makes it a fun toy for the chickens, a chicken swing, whatever it might be. Your chickens are probably just bored and they're going to go get into trouble. But we can slow that whole situation down just by clipping their wings. Very easy. I'm going to walk you through the steps right now. Let's go catch ourselves a chicken. To get started, the only tools that we're going to need is a pair of sharp scissors and maybe a helper, somebody to help hold the chicken for you, help you catch the chicken, whatever it might be. Now, typically, we would want to do this chore in the evening at dusk when the chickens are already in their coop, they're settled down for the night. It's a lot easier to pick them up and work with them at that time. It's a lot easier to get your hands on them, right? But today, for the sake of the video, we're going to do it in the middle of the day, just so the lighting's better so you can see what we're doing. Now let's take a look at these feathers here. Now you'll see that there's two sets of feathers, these larger primary feathers and the smaller secondary feathers. The primary feathers, these larger ones here, are the ones that the birds use to fly, right? This generates the lift and the height. So these are the ones that we're going to want to trim. This technique is exactly the same for all breeds of chickens. Whatever type of chicken, whatever color it might be, this technique works the same for all of them. We're only going to clip one wing. This is going to throw the chicken off balance, right? By taking the feathers off of one wing, the feathers that they use to fly, which is going to make it a lot more difficult for them to get up off the ground. If we trim both the wings, they'll be able to figure out their balance again. They'll be causing trouble in no time. So just one wing. I like to choose the same wing for all of my chickens. This season, we're going to do all of the right wing. That way, it's just easier for me to keep it organized. We've got quite a number of birds here, and that way we make sure we don't miss anybody. Easy to check to make sure that we've already trimmed them. Now, the feathers themselves are made from something called keratin. That's very similar to human hair and fingernails, that sort of thing. So there's no blood vessels in here, actually. So when we trim them, they're not going to bleed or anything like that. And these feathers will grow back within a year. So this is an activity that we do every spring. It's an annual chore. So when you look at the feather up close, so we're just going to follow this line. You can kind of see this line right along here. We're just going to trim at that angle. We're just going to snip right through there, really quick and easy, and then let this chicken get right back to its chicken business. One trick is if your chickens are being a little rowdy and you're having a hard time holding on to them, if you hold your birds upside down just like this, it just seems to put them right in a nice calm state. They get real relaxed, they hold real still for you. Isn't that funny? Look at them, just chilling. All right, you ready? Are you ready to do this? Well, until next time, folks, happy farming.